Clouser Minnow, chartreuse and white, the classical pattern. It's a very simple fly, and I'll show you how to do it here in a few steps. Very slender, very sleek. Hello, my name is Dom with Behind the Streams Production, and today I'm going to show you how to tie the Clouser Minnow. It's a very simple fly. What you're going to need today is white thread, some lead eyes, dunghill eyes, and then any size streamer hook. I prefer the size 2 mustads. The traditional pattern is tied in chartreuse and white bucktail, and this pattern has helped people catch fish all over the world. You will also need some flashaboo and some green synthetic herl. Alright, I'm going to start. So what you want to do is wrap on some thread, and you want to break this fly up into 1/3 sections of your hook. Alright, so you apply some thread. I like to go to about right here, right about the 2/3 mark, maybe 50%. And then you work your way back up to about the 1/3 mark. And then this is where you're going to put on your head, your little dunghill eyes. Alright? And you're going to start doing this by making figure 8s over the dunghill eye. Always making sure to keep it centered and plumb with the rest of the hook. So figure 8s around and around and around and around, and then you're going to go back over your thread this way, bring it back up and over your thread this way to help lock it into place. Alright? And then what you're going to do is you're going to put on your white. This is your white bucktail. This is actually the bottom of the fly. Because of the counterweighted eye here, the fly is upside down. You'll see here in a second. So you take that and you want to snip off about 30 strands. So you cut, you grab them, and then what you're doing here is you're trying to pull out these tiny little guard hairs. Alright? Right out through the bottom. And that's about good, because this is a very thin body fly. You don't need a lot of material. So you lay that on here like so. And then what I do is you pinch the back. I always go 1, 2, very loose wraps, trying to keep this tight. 3, and then take your scissors at a 45-degree angle, cut off these little remaining hairs. This is going to help you cinch down the fly as well as keep the head nice and thin. You want to cut them at a 45-degree angle. And then you can go over top of these all the way down to the eye of the hook. This fly is a very thin head. Very, very thin. Alright? So once you get this tied on here like so, you can clean the remaining hairs up later. You want to go right behind the dunghill eyes and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back up to the tip of the hook. Alright, now this is upside down. So this is the bottom of the fly. So what you want to do is take your vise and spin it over. Alright, and then from here you're going to put on your flashaboo and your herl. So you're going to take your flashaboo, we're at on about 6-7 strands. I'm going to cut them about double the hook length. I'll show you why. So then you bring it up over your thread, down. Make sure to pinch them. Keep them all going up. Fold it over. Cinch this down tight. Wrapping this up over, up over, up over, and up over. Alright, bingo. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. Alright, and then you're going to take your herl. I always like to match my herl to whatever my body, whatever the top of my fly is. So like chartreuse, I use green. You can always throw pink in, whites, silvers, golds, whatever looks good to you. Really doesn't make a difference. Then take your scissors, and you're going to do the same thing to your herl. Just a few strands. Not that many. Alright, cut them about double the length of the hook. Hold them tight. Fold it up over, just like that. Right in between your thread, so your thread's suspended. Pull it down, and then tie them on so they're nice and tight. You can trim them up later for length. You do want this a little bit longer than your deer hair. Alright, and then I keep it up just out of the way. Alright, we're almost done with this fly. So then you take your deer bucktail, and you want to grab, about 30 again. About 30 strands of it. About that long. Cut it, and then proceed to pull the guards out. The little guard hairs. Make sure to pinch this tight so you're not pulling out the longer hairs. You just want the guard hairs out of here. Alright, that looks about good. Hold it on. 1, 2, 3. Got a little cockeyed on me. It's okay, you can fix it. You didn't pull it tight yet. Right here. Alright. Pinch these, pull them up. Then we go past here, snip them. Go back here to the base, hold this. Then wrap it up nice and tight for a nice thick head. Alright? You really want that thread on there. Helps secure everything into place. The knot. I do a couple half hitches here, just to help secure it in place. Do about 3 or 4 of those. Take it, wrap it around your fingers, wrap up the line a little bit, go over it, and then slide it down, making sure to slide it even, so your knot's nice and tight. Alright, and the next thing you want to do is apply your glue. I have a couple different glues. I'll use super glue, head cement. The one I really like is UV Cure by Looms. And what you want to do is you take a little bit of your applicator brush, make sure to have just a real little bit amount, you don't need a lot. Then you want to go over, 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 and then you want to hit this top a little bit. You want no drops. And boom. Hit it with your UV light and your fly is done. That is how you tie the Clouser. Thank you for joining us today. Follow my channel on YouTube. It is Behind the Streams Production, as well as follow my Instagram account, which will be linked into my description of my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel will be linked into the bio on my Instagram page. Alright, thank you. Have a lovely day.